Excuse me, Lena, but what do you think you're doing by going back to your parents' home without having taken care of the house chores and the errands I asked you to do? Come back at once and finish up the house chores, and drive me to my lessons.
Good morning, Alice. I'm afraid it's not possible right now as I'm on a train.
What? To begin with, you shouldn't even think about going back to your parents' home right now. I don't care whether you're on the train or not. You can get off at the next station, so come back home at once.
I believe I told you before that my brother is getting married, so I will be away for about a week or so.
I do remember you telling me, but I don't remember giving you the permission to go back. Come back at once.
Please don't talk nonsense. I can't not attend my brother's wedding as his younger sister. It would be impolite to his fiancé's family.
Do you think I care about such a thing? You don't seem to have enough of a sense of responsibility as my son's wife. It seems like I need to be even more strict on you from now on.
Are you telling me that I can't attend my brother's wedding nor go back to my parents' home?
Of course. Why even question the matter? Once you get married, that means that you cut your family ties with your parents. That is a given.
So you say, but in your case, I hear that you are still very much dependent on your younger sister and that you continue to go back multiple times a year to visit your family's house.
What?
And that's considered all right?
It's all right because that's my case.
Oh, I see. In that case, it also means that it's all right for me to go back to my parents' place.
What?
I have to get off the train soon, so please excuse me.
Hold on a moment, Lena. You need to face the facts. You were raised by your father, and you were allowed to marry into a family that manages a company. You need to realize just how fortunate you are. That sort of rebellious attitude gives away your unforgivable behavior. If this is how you want to deal with the matter, then I will take action. Don't come begging for my forgiveness later.
Lena, seems like Mom did something crazy again.
Oh, John.
I came back home from work and was getting out my formal wear when Mom started complaining to me about you. I told her that I didn't have much time and managed to leave the house, but I guess it wouldn't feel good if you were told such things. I'm really sorry. I want just the two of us to live on our own, but I need to make sure that it's the right timing, especially with Dad.
I'm fine. I know what your plans are, and I'm pretty good at resisting, so no worries.
Yeah, please hold on tight for a little longer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, really, don't worry. And where are you now, John?
I just met up with Dad at the train station and am standing on the platform. We'll be taking the train we plan to take.
I got it. Safe travels.
Yep, thanks.
Excuse me, Alice. Nearly all of my things arrived at my parents' place today. This is more or less everything that I had in the house.
Oh, did they arrive? I sent your stuff to your parents' place, of course, with cash on delivery. There was much more stuff than I thought, so packing them was such hard work.
Could you explain to me what is going on?
Well, you ignored my order and went back to your parents' house. That means that you have no intention of coming back here, right? That's why I kindly packed up your things and sent them to your parents' place.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you.
Why don't you just get a divorce now? If you don't plan to come back, that also means that you don't plan to continue being married to my son, right? If you wish, I can send you the necessary divorce papers all filled out for you with my son's name on it.
No, that will not be necessary.
Oh, really? Even if you try to resist getting a divorce, you won't be able to enter this house anymore. After all, you disobeyed your husband's mother's order and went back to your parents' home without my permission. Did you understand me? You are not to come back here anymore.
Yes, as you wish.
Oh, so you do listen to me on that point.
That's right. It seems that we agree on that point. Or rather, it's the only point we agree on. Thank you for sending me my things. However, I can't take any responsibility for whatever may happen later on.
What?
John will be messaging you later. He told me. Please excuse me.
John? Oh, I was just messaging with Lena.
Why did you do such a thing?
What are you talking about?
Things are really chaotic here right now because you sent all of Lena's things to her parents' home. In order to find out what made you do this, Lena messaged you, and you told her to divorce me?
What? You saw that message?
That's right. I saw the messages word for word right next to Lena. Dad was also reading them with us.
Your father? What? Your father is also there? Why? What is going on here? I thought that you and your father were going to attend a wedding of one of your partner company's presidents.
That business partner happens to be Lena's brother.
What? That means Lena's brother's wedding that she attended is the same one that you and your father attended? The one with your business partners?
Goodness sakes, did you think that these would be two different weddings on the same day?
Well, yes.
When we exchanged greetings with Lena's family, I explained to you about her brother. Don't you remember?
Oh, was that right?
And also, I remember now how rude you were when you found out that Lena grew up in a single parent's home. But I didn't think that you would have forgotten everything about her brother when he introduced himself to you. I'm not even angry, I'm just stupefied.
And your father?
Dad is in the midst of apologizing to Lena, her father, and her brother on your behalf.
What?
But this shouldn't be a surprise. To find out that their precious family member was being harassed by their business partner's family. There is now undeniable proof thanks to your messages.
It's not my fault because I didn't know about that.
Even if you didn't know, the fact remains that you were harassing Lena.
This was not harassment. I was just teaching her the basic manners as her mother-in-law.
Oh, stop it. It's just miserable hearing you make excuses like this.
But
Well, whatever it is, the consequence will be the same.
the consequence?
We ended up doing this ahead of the schedule since you sent Lena's things to her parents' house. But enough is enough. There is no use waiting around anymore.
John, what are you talking about?
Dad is going to take the first train back home tomorrow and explain things to you then. That's all for me. Bye.
Lena, you can come back home now.
What?
Also, tell me your brother's contact information.
What is going on?
I'm not harassing you, and I need to clear up this misunderstanding with your brother. I hear he's the president of my husband's business partner's company. This is how things are, so you come back home right now and tell me your brother's contact information.
Excuse me?
Do it quickly.
I am no longer a part of your family anymore.
What?
John has decided to change his last name to mine.
What? What are you saying?
Also, I hear that your husband asked you for a divorce.
How do you know that?
Well, I had heard about it from him previously.
What? Beforehand?
I was so fed up with her awful attitude, and then when she began harassing my son's wife, I really couldn't let things go on the way they were, since this would also damage our business, not to mention our family relationships. That is how he came to his conclusion, he told me.
What on earth? What is this? My husband, who I've been together with for many years, suddenly wants to get a divorce? My son, whom I have given everything, is taken away from me by his wife, and he decides to change his name to his wife's surname? Why are the two of them ganging up on me, one after the other?
John and your husband decided to act at the same time.
What?
They figured that if one of them acted before the other, you would come to depend on that person entirely. And in order to avoid having to go through such a situation, the two of them decided to act at the same time.
What is that? That's absolutely terrible.
You're conveniently forgetting the fact that you harassed your daughter-in-law. I think that is much more terrible in many ways.
In any case, give me your brother's contact information now.
Your husband and John have told me that. I don't need to listen to a word you say, which obviously means I don't need to follow your orders.
This is your husband's mother ordering you to do this. You have to listen to me.
Are you not aware of the fact that your position will soon be taken away from you? I don't plan to listen to what you say either, and I am not such an idiot that I would give you my brother's personal information.
What the?
John told me that I don't need to deal with you anymore.
Wait a moment.
So please excuse me.
Lena!
The day after the divorce was finalized, "It's all that woman's fault," said my mother-in-law, and jumped onto the train to come to my parents' house. Or that's what she had intended to do, but for some reason, she got onto the train going in the opposite direction and got off at the wrong train station. It seems that she had not remembered where my parents' home was and got off at a station that sounded similar to the one where my parents' home is. Because she couldn't quite remember the address, the police finally became involved. I'm not sure what she wanted to do. Her relative came to pick her up and was sent straight to her parents' home in the next town. After that, she stayed at the house in which her parents and her younger sister live in, but without doing any work whatsoever. At the moment, they're planning to move her away to a place where she can both live and work in the same place.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey there, Gino. I heard that you're quitting. Hello, Director Quinto. Yes, I just turned in my letter of resignation today. I'm going to be quitting 1 month from now, but I have paid leave left, so next week Friday is going to be my last day of work. Thank you for everything until now. I see, I understand. So that means that one useless employee is going to be leaving the company. This is good news for the rest of us since someone better is going to be taking your place. What? Did you just say I was useless? Yeah, I did say that. What are you going to do about it? I mean, I'll give you credit for the fact that you took responsibility for your uselessness and voluntarily quit. Not that you would have been staying much longer if you hadn't. What in the world are you talking about? I'm not quitting because I took responsibility for my uselessness. And please, stop calling me useless. I think that at the very least, me being here didn't harm the company. Yeah, everyone knows you're useless already, so no need to pretend. It's fine, just admit it. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, anyone's going to do a better job than you, so don't worry about us. Fine. I don't see a point in arguing with you over this. Thank you for everything up until now. Yeah, thank you too. We don't know what we're going to do without you. My, if it isn't the useless Gino. I'm surprised that anyone was willing to hire you. But still, to think that I would see someone familiar on the first day of a job. A long time no see, Quinto. We haven't talked since you left your last job, so it's been 5 years, right? It's a small world, I guess. How are you doing? Fine, thank you. But I didn't expect for someone like you to be hired during the middle of a work year. What do you mean you didn't expect someone like me to be hired? Unlike you, I'm not useless. Your company must have seen that the skills I learned during my last job was invaluable. Well, I guess this new job of yours is in the same industry as your old one. Well, you see, don't tell anyone else, but your company practically stole me from our old company. They must have been headhunting. What? But nobody told me that we were currently headhunting. Why would they need to tell you that they were headhunting? You probably just weren't important enough for anyone to bother to tell you. I mean, you are useless after all, so it wouldn't make a difference. But it doesn't matter whether you know or not because it's the truth. I see. Well, it doesn't matter now that you're here. You're going to have to work hard just like every other employee. Huh? Look at Mr. Hero over here. You're going to have to work hard just like every other employee. Get over yourself. Who do you think you are? The CEO? Speaking of which, I heard that in this company, the CEO and other high-ranking employees worked in the same room as the other employees and with the same desks and stuff. Oh, yes. It's been a policy of our company since the last CEO. All the employees work on the same floor. Not only does it serve the purpose of making the regular employees feel like they're being treated fairly, it also serves the practical purpose of making communication between different levels of the company smoother. Of course, the desks are laid out so that employees have the right amount of privacy, though. The visitor room and the CEO room, which are used to greet visitors, are also in separate rooms. I see. How fancy. Is this one of those modern companies that value diversity and fairness? I mean, I'm not going to complain. It just means that it's going to be easier for me to slack off during work. Anyways, just tell me where your seat is later. My seat? Sure. It's in the area for the General Affairs Department, with the back to the wall. Why? What do you mean, why? Can I ask? I'll come and see you when I have the time, so you better look forward to it. All right. But where are you right now, Quinto? What? I'm in the toilet. What's it matter to you? Please come to the office as soon as you're done with your business. What? Didn't I tell you to stop acting like the CEO? Quit it before you embarrass yourself, Gino. I'm going to be lax on you since it's only your first day. But please try not to slack off all the time like you did in your last job. Huh? You think it's okay for someone as useless as you to talk to me like that? I may be new here, but I'm soon going to outrank whatever position you may have. Probably won't take long since there's no way someone like you would ever get a promotion. I don't know why you seem to be so confident about yourself, but right now you're just a new employee who's currently in training. Like I said, we can't let you do as you please like you did in your previous job. And there's no use trying to suck up to your superiors like you did in your last job either. I won't allow it as long as I'm here. What do you mean you won't allow it? You really are hilarious, Gino. You probably just made copies or something knowing how useless you are. Just because you got here a little bit earlier than me doesn't mean you're suddenly my superior. Just wait until I get promoted. I'll make you do whatever I say just like I used to. This is so fun. What in the world are you talking about, Quinto? You went out for lunch, right? Because I tried to find you, you weren't here. No? Yes, and? Was there something you needed to tell me? I threw away your desk. Useless anyways, it was probably just taking up space. Useless people like you don't need a desk, understand? You what? What do you mean you threw away my desk? And what about the papers? The papers that were in my desk were extremely important. Hold on there, CEO. There's no way they would give important papers to someone as useless as you. Oh my gosh. You see, a friend of mine works for a cleaning company. I asked him I needed to throw away a desk as soon as possible, and he came right away with his truck. I had him take it away while you were at lunch. What in the world do you think you're doing? You're in the General Affairs Department or something, right? Knowing how useless you are, you were probably relocated several times to various departments, and now just do random chores for the General Affairs Department, right? Once a useless person, always a useless person, I guess. Quinto, have you forgotten that you're a new employee on your first day of work? So what if it is my first day of work? Are you sure you won't regret what you just did? Did you even think about the consequences? Throwing on another employee's desk is a serious violation of the rules, even if they were, in fact, useless. Shut up. This is the kind of company where people as useless as you get hired. No way they're strict with their employees. And besides, I was headhunted by your company. So they're not going to make me regret it just because I threw out your desk. They probably don't even give a fuck what happens to you either. I see. But there's something you have mistaken. You see, I'm not part of the General Affairs Department. What? I just said that my desk was in the area of the General Affairs Department when you asked me, right? That doesn't mean that I'm part of the General Affairs Department. I only have my desk placed there because, given my position, I work with the people from the General Affairs Department the most. What in the world are you talking about? What do you mean, my position? What, are you the head of the Department for Useless Employees or something? There's no need for you to have something as luxurious as a desk, right? You should be thankful and say, thank you for throwing away my desk, which I didn't need in the first place because I'm so useless. No, the desk you threw away was the CEO's desk. What? I got the wrong desk? No, that was my desk probably. What are you trying to say, Gino? It seems that one of the other employees noticed that my desk, which you tried to throw away behind my back, was gone. He just contacted me saying that he was able to get the desk back. But I told the employees to not leave the papers littered on the floor. But it seems there's several papers in my desk that I needed to sign or look through and nowhere to be found. What? Where did you put those papers? They're very important, and I would like you to return them immediately. Hold on, Gino. You're saying that you're actually the fucking CEO? Are you playing with me right now or what? Yes, and I'm not playing with you. Even though it seems that you have been playing with me up until now. I only got the position of CEO 2 weeks ago, but I am the CEO. Seriously? Why didn't you say so sooner? Now I look like a complete idiot. Sorry. I just thought that it would be amusing to continue calling me CEO like that. I regret it now, though. I didn't expect even you to do something like this, which means that I saw right through you when you said that you were headhunted by our company. I would have known if we were currently headhunting. Seriously? But you're just a useless good-for-nothing. I don't know where you got that idea, but there are important things right now. Where did you put the papers that were in my desk? I'm not joking around, Quinto. I burned them. What? Did I hear you correctly? You burned them. Yeah, I went to the company kitchenette and set fire to them with my lighter. You used fire inside the building? But I did it where there was water around. I was careful not to start a fire. Using fire is prohibited inside this building. And besides, what in the world are you thinking burning my papers like that? Not even children would think this was funny, Quinto. But you're banned from coming to the office, Quinto. We'll contact you about your punishment at a later date. But I didn't know you were the CEO. Just go home already. Okay. Hey, Gino. Tell me what's going on here. Why the hell are you the CEO of a company? But you were practically fired from your last job after making a huge mistake due to you being so useless. You went from that to a CEO of a company in just 5 years? What in the world happened? Good evening, Quinto. First of all, it seems that you have quite a few misunderstandings. I wasn't fired from my job. What? But you... 2 days after a huge system failure and the company went into chaos, you turned in your resignation papers, right? I thought you were made to take responsibility because you were the one who had caused the system failure. My resignation being at the same time as the system failure was just a coincidence. I had nothing to do with that. I had already been talking to my superiors about quitting my job. It's just that I happened to turn in my resignation papers 2 days after the system failure. Besides, I heard that the system failure wasn't caused by a human error and that no one was fired because of it. Why did you resign then? About 6 years ago, my father, who used to run this company, fell seriously ill. He was able to make a full recovery in just a year, but his body was severely weakened by the fight with the disease, and he started considering of retiring and moving somewhere far away. I was always meant to be the next CEO of this company after my father, but I had worked in another company, our previous company, first to gain experience. Due to my father's illness, though, I joined his company earlier than he had initially intended, since I needed to learn the company's ways before I became CEO. And so, 2 weeks earlier, my dad resigned his position as the CEO and became a chairman, and I became the CEO in his place. Seriously? But you never told me that your dad was a CEO. You could have mentioned that earlier. And I never felt the need to tell you. And besides, you could have done a bit of research before joining our company. You would have easily found out that I was a CEO. Also, me telling you that I was the son's CEO at our previous job would have ruined the purpose. I was supposed to gain experience at another company working as a regular employee. Anyways, I got out of topic. We're going to contact you about your punishment at a later date. We kindly ask for your cooperation. Gino! Oh, sorry, CEO Gino. Please, I'm begging you, don't fire me. If I get fired here... I heard from a former colleague that he said he was forced to resign by you, but... What? Who did you hear that from? Because that's a lie. You said that you quit your previous job because you were trying to find a new job during your interview at our company, right? But in reality, you were in trouble at the previous company because you had committed basically every form of harassment there was. but voluntarily resigned before they were able to punish you. Even if you hadn't resigned, though, you would surely have lost your job soon after that, I heard. The people in our human resource division didn't know about this, it seems, when they hired you. And so I'm considering changing the process and how we hire people from now on. I guess I have to thank you for that, but that's unrelated. We fired you because we don't need the kind of person that just does whatever they want on the first day. I object. You're firing me for no good reason. You don't have any proof. This is unfair. Actually, it's not unfair, and we do have proof. Even ignoring what you did in your previous job, you still tried to throw away my desk on the first day of work. Also, this isn't violating any rules because we can fire people 2 weeks from the start of the training period if we feel that they are a problem. What? No way, this is illegal. This is unfair and violates my rights as an employee. No, it's not illegal, and we're not violating your rights as an employee. Whatever. I see there's no point trying to argue with you. That's all I wanted to tell you, Quinto. You don't need to come to work starting from tomorrow. Please, hold on. I'm going to be in really big trouble. If you fire me now, I'll have nowhere else to go. And if my parents find out that I was fired on the first day of work, your parents still boss you around after all these years? Aren't you already in your 40s, Quinto? But I understand why you're worried. I think I'd be scared too. They'll send you to work with the Iwanami construction group if they find out, right? What? How the hell do you know that? Did you hire a detective to spy on me or something? Is that what CEOs do to make sure their employees stay in line? No, I didn't hire a detective. It seems that your parents found out about what you did a few days ago. What? How did they find out? Did you tell them or something? No, our company doesn't feel it necessary to notify our employees' parents about such matters. They're not children after all. But it seems that there was someone from the same hometown as you and one of our employees. And that was probably how your parents found out. Are you kidding me? Who was this employee that told my parents? I'm gonna make them pay. Sorry, but I'm afraid I'm not going to tell you that. Besides, I doubt that he directly told your parents. He must have told some friends of his, and his friend told his friends, and it eventually reached your parents. I mean, your hometown has a population of like 1,000, right? Your parents came all the way from your hometown today to apologize for your behavior. I guess this is the bad part about your hometown being so tiny. Rumors just spread so quickly around there. Wait, what? My parents came all the way here? Yes, they said that they were deeply sorry for letting you grow up into such a lousy adult, and that they would pay for the damages that you have caused. I refuse their offer since we're going to make you pay for your damages and not them. Those papers were extremely important, and you potentially just set the company back several days of work. Anyways, your parents were the one who told me about the Iwanami construction group and how they were planning on sending you there. Apparently, it's a wonderful company that gives degenerates a chance to be reborn into upstanding citizens. This is the first time I've heard of them, but it seems that there are a lot of things I could learn from them as a CEO. Hold on. You must be exaggerating, right? Those papers can't have been that important. I mean, I know you're the CEO and all, but please, just forgive me and forget this ever happened. I won't call you useless anymore, and I'll do my job just like the rest of the employees. I don't want to be sent to the Iwanami construction group. They're no joke. I heard that they make people who slack off during working hours work double the hours for that day. How does that even work? Sorry, but I'm not going to be hiring you again. And it's not for me to decide whether your parents send you to the Iwanami construction group or not. But stop being so negative about it. Aren't you excited you'll be reborn into an upsetting citizen? Besides, there's no use now. Your parents said they were already headed to your apartment to pick you up. What? They're already coming? Shit, what do I do? I have to make an escape. I'll live in the wilds or something. Anything but the Iwanami construction group. This is all your fault, Gino. Why didn't you tell me sooner? My parents came on a black van to pick me up. I was trying to make an escape and put everything I needed in a backpack, but I was too late. They were waiting for me when I exited the first floor lobby. Help me! Help me, Gino! Please, I'll do anything you want, so just hire me to your company again. I'll work hard. I'll even worship you as a company CEO. Gino, answer the goddamn phone. Gino! It seems that Quinto put up a fight when the people from the Iwanami construction group tried to take him away on their van. But the employees from the Iwanami construction group were highly muscular, owing to them doing hard physical labor all day. Quinto, who was scrawny as heck, stood no chance against them and was swiftly taken away. I heard about this later on, but it seems like Quinto has a debt, and quite a large one at that he owes a friend in his hometown. He had left his hometown long ago and hadn't been there for years. So we intended to just forget that his debt ever existed. But apparently this friend, who was practically forgotten about until then, suddenly remembered when rumors as to what Quinto had done and as to what had happened to him spread around. Apparently the Iwanami construction group are making him pay his debt little by little, deducting it from his salary. A few days ago, Quinto sent me his insane voice message, screaming, "Save me!" while crying. Of course, I didn't reply. Every day he is forced to do hard labor, his senior employees making sure that he doesn't slack off. But if he has the spirit left to send me a voice message like that, then he's probably fine. And I'm sure he's going to be reborn into an upstanding human in no time.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Olive, there's something important I need to tell you.
What is it, brother? Did something happen?
Yep, you see, Mom messed up.
What? What do you mean she messed up?
She stole my wife Bezra's money.
What? No way. I noticed that Mom and your wife didn't get along very well, but I don't think that Mom is the kind of person who would do such a thing, though. Are you sure this isn't some mistake?
I wanted to think that as well, but in reality, the money that was in Bezra's bank account is now gone. We also realized that the money in our joint savings account was slowly disappearing. And not only that, but Bezra herself came crying to me saying that Mom was stealing stuff from her. I need to protect Bezra as her husband.
Kazim, I don't think that your wife is saying the whole story.
Huh?
Do you hear what Mom had to say as well?
What's the point in listening to what a thief has to say?
Huh?
A mother that steals her daughter-in-law's money. I'm embarrassed for her as her son.
But doesn't that mean that only you listen to what Berza had to say?
I told you already, Mama's a thief. There's no point in asking her what happened. The words of a thief can't be trusted, even if she is my mother.
That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm telling you that you just one-sidedly decided that Mother was a thief, even though you didn't even listen to what she had to say.
Hey, Olive, you're acting a bit strange. I said that the words of a thief can't be trusted.
So, you found her in possession of this missing money?
No, but it's only natural to assume that she already used it. Mom is definitely the culprit here.
I'm saying that you're just calling her a thief for no good reason. Are you reading what I'm texting you, or are you just ignoring it?
If you want to side with the criminal, then go ahead. You take care of Mother.
Huh? What do you mean take care of her?
I kicked Mom out of the house earlier.
What?
I had her take the bare necessities and leave. We're going to sell the rest of her possessions to make up for the money she stole and let her off without telling the police. She should be thankful for that.
You need to do a little bit more investigation, brother.
What?
I applaud your spirit in wanting to protect your wife, but obviously it's also clouding you from making the correct judgment. And because of this, I think you made a terrible mistake by kicking Mom out.
What did you say?
Besides, why would Mom, who's far from poor but is in fact overflowing with money, stain her hands with something that risky? That's why I'm telling you that you need to ask Mom her side of the story as well.
No, but...
I'm done talking with you. You're not thinking straight right now, brother, and therefore it's no use trying to reason.
What did you say?
I'll listen to what Mom has to say. Then I'll decide whether to take care of Mom or not. Goodbye. Mom, where are you right now? Hello, Olive. I'm at the platform of a station. Well, you see, Kasim and his family. They kicked you out of your house, right? Oh, so you already heard. It seemed he didn't even listen to what you had to say. So why don't you come over to my house first? Is that all right? Yep, for now. Brother sounded like he just believed completely what his wife told him, and I think he's making a mistake. I thought that I needed to hear your side of the story first. If in the unlikely situation that you did in fact steal the money, then I'll have to think things through. To be honest, I don't see any reason for you to need to steal someone else's money. Ali, you really are always calm. I mean, brother went to a good university, and it seems like he has a good reputation at work too. But whenever it's something to do with his wife, he suddenly becomes an idiot. An idiot? I think that that's the case this time as well. I see. So I guess I'll ask you, but what really happened? There's his money, right? Of course I didn't steal it. I don't think someone as careless with money as her has any money to steal in the first place. I thought so. Understood. Oh, the train came. Okay, get on the train and get off at F station. Is 30 minutes from now all right? I'll pick you up the rotary in front of the south exit by car. All right, thank you.
Olive, tell him I need money.
Huh? What are you talking about? I don't understand the thought process you must have had to say something like that the day after you called Mom a thief and kicked her out.
It can't be helped. I tried directly contacting Mom, but it seems she's blocked me, which means that the only way I can reach her is through you.
Well, will you first tell me why you need her money?
Oh yeah, I got home from work earlier, but Bezra wasn't here. I thought she must have gone somewhere, but looking carefully, I noticed that all of her stuff was gone. I went to our bedroom and saw that on the table there were divorce papers and a letter.
What did the letter say?
I'm going on a trip with the person I truly love. Don't look for me, it said.
She ran away?
Don't say it like that. Bezra. Oh, Bezra. I never thought she would leave me like this. But I loved her so much that I would have given her my entire life.
I understand that you don't want to believe this is happening, but will you please stop being an idiot even at times like this?
An idiot?
You wanted me to tell Mom to give you money, right? Which means that you don't have any money now, right, brother?
Yeah. I had a bad feeling after seeing Bezra's letter, so I checked my bank accounts. Apparently someone had been withdrawing my money little by little. This afternoon, my last $2,000 was taken.
So she ran away and used your money to escape?
There was $45,000 in the account before I got married.
There was that much, but you didn't notice until now? Did you tell her the PIN or something?
Yeah. I had Olive take care of all our finances.
Still, you didn't need to give her the money from when you were single as well.
But I believed her and let her take care of it.
That's why I'm calling you an idiot, because you believe everything Berza tells you. Did anything else happen?
Oh, right. I was opening every drawer to see if anything else had been stolen, and I found a paper saying I needed to leave this house.
What? You need to leave?
Apparently, the rent wasn't being paid.
Oh, that's right. Ever since you and your wife started living together, you were the one who paid for the rent, right?
I needed to leave by the day after tomorrow, apparently.
I see. This means that the money you were going to use to pay for the rent was taken by Berza as well.
All I have left is the $20 of cash in my wallet.
So that's why you were asking Mom to give you money. You remembered that Mom inherited a vast fortune from her father who was an investor, huh? It seems making you not tell Berza about it was the right decision.
Hey, what should I do now?
Brother, there are some things that Mom wants to tell you.
From Mom?
She says that there's something she needs to tell you about Berza.
What?
She says that Berza is cheating on you.
What?
The day before yesterday, she was going to visit her father's grave and was heading to D Station. That's when she saw Berza and another man enter a love hotel with their hands held together.
What?
Mom was shocked and followed them until the entrance, where she took a picture.
My God.
But it seems that Berza noticed that Mom had found out. Mom wanted to tell you about it yesterday, but Berza was faster and cried to you saying that she had stolen her money, and you know the rest.
This can't be true.
You running out of money was probably another factor.
What do you mean?
Can I say it to you?
Tell me.
You were being treated like her personal ATM.
What?
She had no more money to steal from you, and you were about to find out she was cheating on you. So she decided that it was time to leave. She made sure to take every last penny, it seems.
No way, but this must be a nightmare. There's no way Bezra would...
Hello, brother. Mom says she deposited $10,000 in your account.
What? Really?
She says to do as you please with the money. Maybe to borrow a new house or find bears or something.
Mother?
But she says not to come meet her for the time being.
What? Why?
Kazim, you forgot that you messed up 2 times in the past year already when Bearza was involved, right?
What? What are you talking about?
First off, you were fooled by Bearza's obviously fake crying when she told you that I was bullying her, and so you kicked me out of her house, right? And secondly, what happened the day before yesterday? Again, you were fooled by her poor acting and believed it when she told you that Mom had stolen her money, and so you kicked Mom out without even listening to what she had to say.
Well, I'm sorry about that, but...
Do you know what Mom is saying?
What?
She says that your furious face when you kicked her out of the house was so similar to your father's when he was tricked by another woman and began continuously insulting Mother. She doesn't know what you'll do if you see her again, so she doesn't want you to come and meet her for the time being.
Don't tell me, but is Mom telling me this through you because...
Yup, she doesn't want to text or talk to you on the phone, she says.
No way.
Well, be glad she didn't just cut ties with you.
Huh?
I'll live with Mom from now on. Why don't you settle things with Bearza first?
What do you mean, settle things?
Mom showed me the picture of Bearza with another man, and I'm certain this other man is a friend of yours.
What?
I'll get the picture from Mom and send it to you later. It'll probably be useful if you want to find Bearza and punish her or something.
Olive.
Well, I'm going to be busy taking care of Mom from now on, I guess. Bye.
Yep. Thank you for your help, and sorry for what I did.
After that, Brother no longer became an idiot. He immediately found out where Bears and his friend was and swiftly brought punishment upon them. Apparently, the money she stole from Kasim was given back to him by her parents. Bearza, now in debt, now constantly works every day from day to night to pay back the money. Kazim's friend also was made to pay an alimony alongside Bearza, and after that, he left her hometown. Kazim was now single, and eventually paid back the $10,000 Mom gave him. It seems Mom recognized Kazim's efforts to make up for his mistakes, and said, "It looks like Kazim is working hard." I think it will take a bit more time until the two of them fully make up, but I have no doubt they will soon be back together again.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
You're Miranda, right? You're Matt's 42-year-old grandma wife, am I right?
Excuse me, but may I first ask who this is?
Just answer me, would you, you old bat?
It would be courteous if you would announce yourself first. After all, you're the one contacting me. I just don't feel it's fair that you know who I am, but I have no idea who you are. Before we start any conversation, we really must be on equal terms, don't you agree? Furthermore, when a total stranger contacts me and calls me an old bat, who wouldn't feel apprehensive and proceed with caution?
All right, okay already. My name is Anna. I'm 23. Does that satisfy you? Can we proceed now? No need for any apprehension now. I bet that 23 part kind of blew your mind, huh? Yeah, don't blame you. I'm Matt's young and beautiful future wife. Pleased to meet you.
Oh, is that right? Did you just contact me to tell me that? Let me get this right. You are well aware that I'm his wife, but you shamelessly text me to announce your relationship with my husband? Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's right. I heard that he's divorcing you anyway, so what's the big deal, right? What I can't believe is that you just gave birth to a kid at that old age. And he's dumping you? I can see you're pretty desperate, trying to hang on to Matt by having a baby. But I guess it didn't turn out the way you planned, did it?
So you're telling me that you were waiting in the wings to become his wife? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Bingo! That's right! We're starting a new life together, and you're not part of it. Neither is that kid of yours. As a matter of fact, I'm already packed and ready to move in with Matt. And for your information, that nice house you're living in now, I'm actually already living there. Pardon me? Anna, are you out of your mind? Are you really kicking me and my child out of our house? You can't be serious. What's wrong with you? You have no right to do this. This is our house. You have no say in this. That's just too bad, isn't it? Let me explain something to you, Miranda. You and your child are not wanted in this house anymore. Do you understand? No, I don't understand. Why do I have to move out of my own damn house? Well, it's simple. Because Matt has already submitted the divorce papers and you are no longer his wife. That's why. Wait, what did you just say? I don't understand why you're so surprised. I mean, the divorce, it was already decided long ago, wasn't it? So why the loss of words? By the looks of it, you haven't even prepared anything. Nothing is packed. Don't you want all this stuff? You're just gonna leave everything, huh? Well, whatever. It doesn't change anything. You, lady, if you step in this house again, you're a trespasser, an unlawful resident. I cannot allow a total stranger to be in the house of my future husband. So don't even think about coming back in. You do understand that, don't you now, Miranda? I will soon be Matt's wife, so on his behalf, I took the liberty of throwing out the trash. He'll thank me for it later. As a matter of fact, he'll be overjoyed. I can understand you kicking me out, Anna, but a 1-month-old baby, too? Have you no shame? I wasn't even able to get the baby stuff, for crying out loud. And how could you confiscate the keys, too? You've completely locked us out. This is outrageous. How could you do such a thing? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you concerned about the milk and the diapers? Come on, Miranda, just go down to the local supermarket and pick some up there. There's one a few blocks down the street, for Pete's sake. You do have your purse, don't you? Make do with what you got. Don't even think about coming into this house. This place is no longer yours. You got that, old lady? Technically speaking, that is not your house either. Yeah, well, maybe not right this second, but I'm going to be Matt's wife soon enough. Then it will be mine, just a matter of time. But you don't understand, the house is not even Matt's. Yeah, sure. No use lying through your teeth, lady. The house is gonna be mine, no doubt whatsoever. Any which way you look at it, Matt's with me on this, and there's nothing you can do to change that. He told me that he didn't want some kid that a dodgy, over 40-year-old lady gave birth to. You're the dodgy one here, Anna. Is that the only comeback you got? You sound like a beaten dog with your tail between your legs. You know what? I'm getting sick of texting you. Just get out of here and never show your face around here again, please. And if you don't do the vanishing act soon, I'm gonna call the police. You don't want that, do you? Okay, Anna, have it your way. I tried talking to you. Don't come crawling to me later. Hello, George. I hate to bother you. I know you're probably driving and on your way back home about now, but could you contact me ASAP? I need a little advice. It's very important.
Oh, hello, Miranda. What's the matter? What's this about? Are you in some kind of trouble?
Well, I guess you can say that. There's an emergency situation and I have no one else to turn to.
An emergency situation? Sounds serious. What's up? Oh my God, don't tell me my brother Matt did something stupid again. Oh, I'm really sorry, Miranda. He's such a jerk sometimes.
Well, not really Matt himself. I'm not sure how involved he is, but It's more about this girl. A girl calling herself Anna says she's Matt's mistress. She came barging into the house and locked me and my child out. Says the house is hers.
Huh? Anna, you say?
Yes, that's what she said. I'm not sure where she got the key. Maybe Matt gave her a spare. Maybe she stole it from him. I'm not really sure. Anyway, she got in somehow and took over the place. I couldn't even get my things out in time.
Who's this Anna? Is she someone he knows or works with?
Like I said, it seems she's his mistress. At least that's what she says.
So Matt's cheating on you.
She insists that she's going to be Matt's next wife and that he already submitted the divorce paper. Apparently, it's just a matter of time. My son and I were locked out with nothing. All I had with me was my purse and some baby stuff. I just went out to pick up some groceries.
Oh, I can't believe what I'm hearing. Is this some kind of joke?
No joke, I'm afraid.
So you're telling me that this woman, this Anna, is currently in the house and has you locked out?
Yes, I can't believe it myself, but that's the case. I don't know what to do.
Can I ask you where you and your son are right now? This is serious, you know? To be locked out of your own home with nothing, this is surreal. Just hope you guys are okay.
I came over here to a friend's house a few blocks away. She was good enough to help me out. She even offered to let me stay for a few days until things work out.
A friend, huh? You know this person well?
Yes, actually, she had a baby 1 month before me. I confided in her a lot, so we're fairly close. She's been so nice. She married Dan Stevenson. Do you know the Stevensons? They live on the corner of 5th and Main Street?
Oh, yeah, sure. My wife also knows her well. Kathy Stevenson, right? Everyone calls her Kat.
Yes, that's her. I don't know what I would have done without her help.
That's a relief anyway. At least she's not wandering the streets or anything. I better get my wife to call Kat later and thank her.
Yes, like I said, I owe her a debt of gratitude. It's good to have a friend when you're in need.
But we can't leave the situation as is. We have to settle this somehow.
Yes, there's no doubt about that. I was thinking of calling the police, but I figured I should contact you before I called the authorities. I thought maybe you had some more constructive advice?
You made the right decision, Miranda. Leave the rest to me, huh? I'll take care of this. My wife and I will head over there right now. We should get there in an hour or so. Be patient and don't worry. We'll take care of this one way or another. Hope Mrs. Steenson won't mind, but hold on tight for a bit longer.
Thanks so much, George. I already feel much better. Hey, Miranda, what's the meaning of this? And who the hell is that guy? What's he doing here? He apparently knows you. Did you send this goon over to kick me out? Don't tell me this guy is your new boyfriend. So you've been cheating on Matt, huh? Well, he did just that. You're gonna pay for this. I am not like you, Anna. Don't put me in the same category as you. Yeah, whatever. So what is this all about? Who's that goon who kicked me out? He has no right. Why the hell should I, Matt's future wife, have to be kicked out of her own home? Tell me that. I was just going to open up the safe and just sit and stare at the $1 million in cash sitting in there. I was going to savor the moment for just a little while until that goon shattered my dreams. $1 million in cash sitting in the safe? What are you even talking about? Give me my $1 million back. That's not yours anymore, you old hag. Anna, I'm going to have to stop you for 1 second. What the hell for? You just want to avoid the subject. Do you really think there's $1 million in that house? Who would leave such a fortune at home? Excuse me, no $1 million? But Matt said the money was there, in his safe. Oh, okay. I see. You know what that is? I think it's about his grandfather. He used to have $1 million in the bank or something. That was a long time ago. I heard that story countless times. In the bank? So the money's in the bank and not in the safe? Is that what you're telling me? I don't think it's cash. But in assets, maybe like in property or stocks. I'm not sure of the details, to be honest.
Wait, what? So it's not cash? Seriously?
Matt apparently talked to his brother about that after a few too many drinks. I remember him mentioning $1 million several times as if it was real.
His brother? He has a brother?
Yes, George. Didn't you know he had a brother? As Matt's future wife, I would think you would know that. That goon who kicked you out of the house? That was George, Matt's older brother.
That guy? He's Matt's brother? You're not serious.
And another thing that you didn't know and should probably have known before you pulled this stunt, he owns that house outright, not Matt.
Huh? Hold on a second. Back up a little. You're going way too fast for me. I'm getting totally confused.
Yes, well, it's all very complicated. I'm so sorry that it's all so overwhelming for you, Anna. Let me clear things up a bit for you. First off, that house is owned by George, Matt's older brother. We were allowed to live there while George and his wife worked overseas. We weren't going to live there permanently just until they returned from George's overseas assignment. After that, we would find a new place to live.
You guys were going to move out sooner or later? Matt never mentioned any of this.
Yes, well, he should have, because George returned yesterday from his overseas assignment. We were just talking about when he would move back in.
No, this can't be right. You're making this stuff up, aren't you?
As you were saying, we are currently in the process of divorcing after it was revealed that he was cheating on me. I was waiting for my son to settle in a bit more before I headed home to Florida, where my folks live. I would have preferred to wait several more months.
Seriously? Hey, by the way, where is Matt right now? I haven't heard from him in a while.
Oh, I'm surprised he isn't with you, to be honest.
Yeah, well...
Can I ask you one thing, Anna? Does the name Sandra ring a bell?
Wait, excuse me, Sandra? Why are you asking about my older sister? We cut ties like 5 years ago. I haven't talked to her since. Why do you even know her?
Oh, I see. You cut ties with her, huh?
Yeah, well, she's my older sister and all, and maybe I shouldn't have done such a thing, but at the time, I suppose I was in love. Anyways, I took her boyfriend, and long story short, we squabbled a bit, and I haven't talked to her since. What's this got to do with my sister, anyway?
Anna? Listen carefully. The reason I wanted the divorce from Matt was not because of you.
Pardon me, what are you talking about?
Anna, think about it for a second. You cut ties with your sister over a guy, and the fact that I know about your sister Sandra. Just put 2 and 2 together for a second.
No, it can't be. It's been 5 years, for God's sake. That's impossible.
That's right, Anna. Matt was having an affair with your sister, Sandra. I heard it was payback for what you did to her 5 years ago. That time you stole her boyfriend from her.
Are you serious? No way.
Apparently, Matt went over to his brother's house this morning, and he happened to mention that fact. And George told me about it.
He was over at his brother's place this morning? He never even mentioned it. As a matter of fact, he hasn't replied to my messages for several days now. What's going on?
He also said that he loved Sandra and that he was on board for this payback scheme that Sandra had already planned. He says he's going to go through with the divorce and marry Sandra.
This is ridiculous.
I really don't know if he's serious about this whole thing, but he sure sounds like he is. I bet he already submitted the marriage application to City Hall.
No, this is not happening. How could he? He promised he would make me happy, that he had $1 million in the safe, and that we would live the high life like celebrities. How could he?
Yes, Anna, I agree. How could he? He's despicable. But you have to admit, this was first and foremost your fault to begin with. You stole your sister's boyfriend, and as revenge, she did the same to you. Can you blame her? It was retribution for what you did. But the way I see it, you're both despicable. I can't differentiate the two of you, to be honest. Well, my son and I getting all caught up in the middle of this nonsense, this ridiculous tug of war between two sisters I don't even know. I don't deserve this BS, to be quite honest with you. I talked to my lawyer earlier today, and he will be contacting you regarding financial compensation for the emotional damage that you caused. Huh? What the hell for? Why do I have to pay even a cent? Although it was your sister that eventually married Matt, the fact remains that you had an affair with my husband. That alone will be sufficient to demand monetary compensation. And don't think about running away. We already know that you live over in the Richmond area nearby. Matt told us all we need to know about you. There's no escaping this, Anna. Please, you can't do this. I don't have that kind of money. How am I supposed to pay? Didn't you just hear what I said? We know all about you, Anna. We know you work at Ace Industries as a secretary. We even know how much you make, so don't try denying it. Please, Miranda. I'm sorry. Please don't do this to me. I can't believe this is happening to me. First, Matt betrays me, and then the house is gone? And that $1 million was just a pipe dream? Am I living in a nightmare, for God's sake? I get nothing? Zero? And I have to pay compensation to you? This makes no sense at all. Oh, wait a second. Matt just sent me a message. It was from Matt, all right. He wanted to inform me that he was dumping me. That it's all over. We're finished. This can't be true. This is some kind of prank. Why did Matt choose my sister over me? Why? What's she got that I don't? I'm younger than her. Doesn't that count for anything? Matt, come back to me. I immediately called my lawyer and sent him all the necessary documents and evidence. A few days later, he officially sent a letter to Anna listing my demands. I don't know how she managed to get the money, but the entire sum was paid in full. Her parents are not exactly poor, so I'm sure her family probably paid it on her behalf. My lawyer later told me how she was when he went to meet with her and her family. I think this whole affair took a devastating toll on her. He tells me she was very quiet and somber. She didn't utter a word during the meeting other than yes or no. Apparently, she later quit her job and shut herself in her room, only coming out to eat or use the bathroom. As for Matt and Sandra, they were so adamant about their love for each other and were ready to make their life together, but the compensation they had to pay me and the monthly child support gnawed away at their happy existence. The debt left them in a dire situation. I heard they were just barely able to make ends meet. Last I heard, they ended up divorcing a couple of months later. Guess that intense love they were so sure about wasn't the passionate love affair that they proclaimed it to be.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.